Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's breach report, we got Cloudflare literally going down once again. We also got Crucial saying, hell no, we ain't serving our customers anymore. We're going to go to the big players instead. And we also have cameras for your toilets. To be more specific, an AI camera for your toilet. The times that we live in. If you're new to this channel, I talk about tech news and everything to do with it. So without further ado, let's just not waste your time and let's just get straight into it. And also subscribe. Cloudflare has just gone down again. What's new up with them? Some websites and games have been going down. For example, things like iBuyPower and Newegg have been going down, and it's even affected players playing Tarkov. How sad. Now, if you're not aware, Cloudflare went down the other week and it literally took down half the internet because half the internet runs on it. Who decided to make that decision? Seems like some of their services have gone down, which has impacted quite a few of websites and industries, and apparently Tarkov as well. Alright, so moving on to the next story, probably the biggest one of the week. Crucial. Now, if you don't know what Crucial are, they're basically a manufacturing company that make like SSDs and RAMs for PCs. Now, this company is probably the biggest when it comes to doing this. Like, I've bought quite a few of their products before. Apparently, that's going to stop because they're moving on. You know, it's not like they went bankrupt or anything. They're just going to the big players. So after nearly 30 years, Crucial will stop selling RAM to consumers. As you see, that's their little RAM there. And that's what they make. You may be asking, why on earth would they stop doing this? It's really profitable for them. Well, Micron, who own Crucial, say that the AI-driven growth the data center has led to a surge in demand for memory and storage. And to put that in plain terms, that means we are making more money with the AI stuff than consumers. So at the end of the day, F you, we ain't going to sell you anymore because it doesn't make sense for us. You know, this got me thinking, like, if this company does it, I hope Nvidia doesn't do that, because if Nvidia do the same, people will lose their minds. It's like them turning around and saying, you know, we're making so many GPUs for these big companies. It doesn't really make sense for us to keep making consumer GPUs. So we're just going to give them all to the businesses instead. Now, it doesn't help that the announcement comes after RAM is through the roof at the moment. And, you know, a typical 32 gigabyte DDR5, which most people are getting nowadays if they're building a PC, would cost about $80, about £60 in August, but now sells for, you know, just a small price of $310. This is literally taking me back to 2021 when I tried to build my PC, and it literally costed me so much for like a mid to low end PC because everything was so expensive. In this case, it's just RAM. Why? Because everyone's buying it. All these businesses are buying it. Supply and demand, I guess. But yeah, that's the end of Crucial's 30-year run in the consumer goods. If the AI bubble bursts, they might crawl back, but who knows? Who knows? Only time will tell. All right, moving on to the next story. AI cameras for your toilet. That's not even a joke. So an end-to-end encrypted smart toilet camera is not actually end-to-end encrypted. So earlier this year, home goods marker Kohler launched a smart camera called the Decoder. And it basically attaches to your toilet bowl, takes pictures of it, and analyzes the images to advise you on your gut health. However, the company's use of end-to-end encryption is wrong, as security researcher, not going to say that name, pointed out in a blog post on Tuesday. By reading Kohler's privacy policy, it's clear that the company is referring to the type of encryption that secures data as it travels over the internet. This company basically made a camera for your toilet, which uses AI to scan your poo and then tells you on your gut health. You know, who would want that in their toilet? Like, who would come back from a long days of work, sit on the toilet and be like, there's a camera down there looking at my bottom? And then on top of that, do the pictures actually get encrypted? So many different problems here in one little area. And that's it for this week. If you did enjoy the video, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.